All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Hey, listen, we want to know what everybody think about the whole Jussie Smollett situation. It was sad, and he's a friend of the morning show, a personal friend of the morning show. It just heartbreaking to see him be arrested and, go through what he's going through. And what I'm most nervous about, when you are in a scandal like that and you're on the front page of, that's the first story in everything on CNN, every news break on CNN, MSNBC, of course, Fox News playing it, of course, but nobody's talking about the bomber or whatever. Let me just throw that in there.
Right.
This man that had a stockpile of weapons getting ready to take out the whole Democratic Party or anybody that's against Trump or whatever. But they tell Jussie Smollett's story before they tell that one.
Right.
Or whatever. And this man was getting ready to actually murder people. Just want to throw that out there, just give this whole situation some balance, because it is true, and it's in the same news cycle. But they show Jussie Smollett's story first, then they show the white man with a stockpile of weapons, enough weapons to kill hundreds of people. Yeah. So just
and even beyond like just the televised news, Rick, even like the alerts that you get on your phone, like that's something alert worthy on your phone, if you subscribe to any of these different news sites, and none of that came down the line. Everything was like Jussie Smollett.
Right.
Yeah. You know what, Rick? I'm
Wait, y'all, let's welcome Eva Marcel back.
Yeah.
Congratulations,
you, family.
Yeah, we miss you too. Congratulations on everything you out there doing.
Thank you. I appreciate it. But, Rick, with this story, it's so parallel to that, like, Ryan Lochte, that Olympic swimmer who was in Paris years ago and said that, he was assaulted at gunpoint and basically came out and realized that it was not true. And he had to apologize to the world. And he was just on Big Brother. So I am very... he
didn't lose no job.
He lost not one job nor respect. So I'm eager to see if this is going to play out the same way for Jussie, and we'll consider it a mistake, and if Ryan Lochte actually is elite like that.
And then the thing about it is we can get mad at him and be mad at him and fuss at him and say whatever he want to say, but that don't mean that he don't need to have a career. He just really need a good, tough talking to by some people like Reverend Al, Jesse Jackson, different ones, Jeff Johnson, people that's out here actually fighting for civil rights and everything or whatever. Let him know how he has undermined the movement and the process of civil rights or whatever, and try to make the civil rights movement lose credibility because it's still going on right now. So we got calls. Let's go to the phones. 866-9-RICKY. Good morning.
I'm Chris calling from Alexandria, Louisiana. Man, at 2 o'clock in the morning, don't nobody know that you coming out there to get something to eat and stuff unless you tell them something, man, about you being out there. So he had to set up from the beginning, man. I don't know why that guy did that.
My name is Miguel Gonzalez from Lawton, Oklahoma. It made me feel sad, bro. I feel bad for his sisters, everybody else that's in the industry with him. For Brat, people that really hold him down. If this is true, man, it goes bad. So I really hope this young man gets some help.
Hey, this is Nigeria Destin Shore, and I'm from Charleston, South Carolina, and I honestly feel like, I feel like it was wrong. This happens to a lot of people, and I feel like him faking this, it's not right. And that, the next person that happens to, we may not believe them. So I think he needs to take accountability and see how he's going to fix this, because it makes us look very, very bad, especially with, what's going on today.
All right, let us know what you think. Get at us, 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKY. Because one thing I don't want us to do is to throw him away.
Right.
I'm definitely not.
You understand what I'm saying?
That's kind of why I'm quiet, Rick.
Right. No, Brad, say what you need to say.
Man,
people make mistakes. We all make mistakes, but we ain't finna throw him away like he's some garbage, and then that man out there talking about a stockpile of weapons trying to kill everybody.
Yeah, I'm not doing it at all. And the focus is definitely on the wrong thing right now. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like until Jussie says he did it, or until I see something that really, really proves it didn't happen, I'm riding with him. And I saw the press conference that the lady made, and it crushed me. It crushed me because, you know, I mean, they have all these accounts and all this and that, and it could very well still be true, but I'm still not convinced that this man did this, because that's just not the type of heart he has, and I'm sorry. So, and I might be wrong, but until it's found out what's really going on, like, I'm riding with him. I'm sorry.
Well, and I feel you, Brad, but that is a mountain.
It is.
Mountain of evidence.
It is.
Yeah, so.
But that's their job, to find evidence.
Exactly.
And if it's nothing there, it can be created. I know you watch Law and Order and all that these TV shows.
All right, Gary, hold on. Hold your thought. We got your opinion. Coming up next, Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
Good morning.
Hey, I'm Dawn. I'm calling from St. Louis, Missouri, and I just feel like black people, we need to unite. You know, I understand that he did something wrong, but we are all human. And instead of everybody judging him, they should we all need to unite and come together to figure out what is his main issue, instead of misjudging him on something that he did, probably thinking at the wrong time in the wrong moment.
The homo from Baton Rouge. I like how he brought up that Ryan Lochte situation, you know, but only difference is his is in another country, and the president that we got right now, I think they might try to make an example out of Smollett. Once he stand back up, first thing he needs to do is call Brett and apologize to her, man, because she been down with him since day one.
My name is Nicole from Birmingham, Alabama. I just feel like he's counseled. I know I'm saying that people make mistakes, but this wasn't a mistake. This was planned. And he just ruined a lot of lives by doing that. He's counseling my book.
My name is Megan. I'm calling from Baltimore. And my comment is I'm sticking with Jussie and Brett wholeheartedly. I do not believe he did it. Like, it really legitimately does not make sense. Just like Brett said, until I see concrete evidence, I cannot believe that he did it. Until he comes out and says, Jussie Smollett did do this, I will not believe it.
My name is Renata, and I'm representing Chicago today. My comment in reference to the Jussie Smollett situation is this. I agree with the statement that Iyanla, I'm apologizing to her for butchering her name, but she made a comment and said that if he did this, Jussie Smollett did what all of us have done at some point in time in our life. He lied. And each one of us at some point in time has told a lie to get our way. You know, his was done on a very public format and, you know, touching on some very sensitive topics. But is his any different than somebody that lied on their resume to advance their career or something like that? If he did do it and he stood up today and said, yes, I did this, I'm owning it, I made a mistake, I made a bad decision, then what do we do as a society? Do we still attack this man's livelihood and his means of providing for himself and his family, or do we forgive him and move on and embrace him and hope that encouraging him to make better decisions in the future?
Hey, Gary, what were you about to say?
Now, what I was about to say, now, I watched the press conference yesterday. That police superintendent, Eddie Johnson, honey, he must have an axe to grind or something with...
I understand what the police chief was saying. You know, they have to deal with stuff like that all the time.
Yeah.
And, you know, when somebody make a false report and a lot of resources out of the Chicago Police Department is used going towards that when they could be helping somebody else, that's a very legitimate, a legitimate statement that he made, and I can understand, you know, how he felt. But what I want to encourage all of us to do, not just everybody here sitting in this room, everybody all over the country, is the number one, pray for him. You know, number two, understand that he ain't perfect, neither are we. The lady that called about Miss Aliana Van Zant, I butchered the name up too.
Iyanla.
Yeah, I cannot ever get it right. She was absolutely correct. Absolutely correct. And what we can't do, we cannot nail people to the cross, man, for their transgressions. Unless any of us, you know what I'm saying? Like Jesus Christ said, he who go without sin, then you cast the first stone. You know, and if he apologized or whatever to everybody, you know, he good with me because I done made mistakes and done things that I'm not proud of. And who am I to judge or whatever? You know, I just hope that he don't, you know, make the same mistake and or whatever, you know, because it is a bad time with racism and everything that's going on with this president and white folks feeling themselves. And then the news cycle, and I'm just going to keep pointing the attention to the white man out here with a stockpile of weapons aimed to kill everybody and planning to kill everybody. And, and then all of a sudden, a lie is the first story. A lie is the first story, and that's the second story. The media bothers me. So pray for him, pray for his family. And, he made a mistake. If he apologized, we cool and we just going to move on. That's just me. And that's what I want to encourage everybody to do. It just, show love and show support and show forgiveness. Mm-hmm. Forgiveness. You understand? Even if you don't apologize or whatever, even if you think whatever, just say, hey, man, okay, I get it. You messed up. We forgive you. Keep it moving and continue to watch Empire and continue to support him. Because if you don't support him, that bleeds into Taraji and everybody
Absolutely.
else. The whole, we don't want to see Empire, one of the best scripted TV shows, go down because of that. We already struggling in Hollywood. Yep. So let's pray for him, man, and start to defend him, not defend his action, but he's human. He made a mistake. And
but you know what? Yeah. Rick, he still has not been found guilty. Like, it's just accusation.
He just looks guilty.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. But we all good. We just gonna wait it out and see what happens.